Hi, I'm going to do a quick little review of this webcam that a company sent me called Maroma Life. Never heard of them before, but I'll put the price from Amazon on this camera up and you won't believe it. It's like 10 bucks. And it's supposed to be full HD. It's supposed to have autofocus, plug and play, and I just had to try it. So I told them to go ahead and send it to me. I'd take a look at it and compare it to some of the other ones that I have out there. So let's go ahead and take a look. Let's open up and see what's in the box first. No fancy packaging. That's good. We don't have any fancy little instruction manual. I'm sure there's nothing to that. Looks like it's one page. Plug it in and use it, it looks like. Thank you card. Oh, it comes with a little standalone pod. You know, I'll probably never use that, but you know, hey, it's a handy little thing to come in. And then just this inside of a bag. Looks very similar to other webcams that I've looked at. See, it's permanently connected to the rear, so if this wire were to break, that would be an issue. It probably wouldn't be able to fix it. Let's see how long this cord is. I would guess it's about 4 to 5 feet long. Of course, USB 2.0. It comes with a little one of those privacy pieces you can put on here. I'm not going to bother doing that, but some people like to do it. So it's not already attached to you, or attach it yourself. It looks like it sort of clicks on there. Doesn't look like it has stickum on it. So it has a base that does not have a tripod mount to it. I take that back. Looks like it does, because it has a standard tripod connector here. I take that back. This does have a little tripod mount to it. That's better than I've seen on some that are much more expensive than this. So that's interesting. So what I'll do is I'll put it up on my computer here and I'll compare it to a couple of the other ones I have, and we'll see how it does. Okay, here's a comparison of this Maroma Life camera to my LincPlus camera, which is one I reviewed previously. The picture looks pretty good in comparison between the two. One thing to consider though is the LincPlus is a 2K camera, whereas the Maroma Life is only a 1K camera. So there is a difference. Also, there's more cropping that's taking place in the Maroma Life than there is on the LincPlus. Neither one of these cameras can be zoomed in or out, so we're pretty much stuck with the cropping that is in the camera by default. And you just have to position yourself closer or further from the camera to change that. Anyway, it looks pretty good. I don't see a lot of problems with it. I was able to adjust them both in OBS fairly well, so the pictures came out pretty good upon adjustments. There is supposed to be autofocus on the Maroma Life, and it looks like it's as focused as it probably can be, but let me test it by putting a little box up in front and seeing if it focuses on it. Yep, it looks like it focused on it there. I see it come into focus. Let me see if it switches back to focusing on me when I take it away. Yep, it did. It responded well to that. So the autofocus did respond. I don't see much else that's different here. The white balance didn't come back exactly 100% after that little test. But I bet if I went in and changed the settings, it would go back again. So anyway, it looks pretty good. Let me check the sound on these cameras. I have both of them enabled for sound, but I have the sound turned off in OBS right now. So I'll turn off the Samson and then I'll turn on the Maroma Life, and we'll hear how that one sounds. Okay, so here's the Maroma Life. How does the sound do? I'm maybe about 20 inches away from the camera. So I'm talking naturally now. Let me go to the left a little bit. How does it sound over to the left? Okay, now I'll go over to the right, and we'll see how it sounds to the right. I'll go a little closer to the camera, and we'll see how that sounds, and we'll come back to regular position. Now let me go over to the LincPlus and switch the sound to that one. Now the LincPlus camera is on. I'm about the same distance from it, say about 20 inches or so. How does it sound to the left when I talk to it? Okay, this is from the left. Let me go over to the right and talk and see how that sounds. Let me come in a little bit closer and see how that sounds. This is in close, and now I'll come back to the standard position. Well, it looks pretty good. I don't have any complaints about it. I think I'll just go ahead and end the video at this point. For $10, I think the Maroma Life did pretty good. The LincPlus is considerably more than that, as I recall. It cost about $60. Let me go ahead and change the settings of the properties on and see if we can get the picture to look a little bit differently here. So if I go into device settings, it seems to have lost it after I had it focus on that box. But let's see if I can get it back to where it was. So I have the settings up on the screen. Let me adjust the brightness. Oh, all I had to do was touch it, and it went back to what it was before. So it seemed to have gone off a little bit when I had it focus on the other one. I could adjust the different colors on it too. I could change the hue. It is changing very little on that actually. The contrast does change. So you can control all of those things. The brightness, you can play with that. The sharpness, not much of a change. Gamma, well, the gamma does adjust the intensity. The white balance is on auto right now. I'm not going to play with that. So you can adjust it through OBS to a lot of different combinations. And the same thing with the LincPlus, but I won't bother with that right now. So with that, let me close this out. Hopefully you got something out of this video that you found useful. A $10 camera, you can't complain really. And I'll have the link to it in Amazon down at the bottom of this video. So until the next time, take care, stay healthy, and stay safe.